Okay, this is section 5.8. In section 5.8, guys, it's not teaching you a new concept. Section 5.8 is only teaching you a strategy, okay? A strategy on how to factor. Section 5.8 says that the first step in factoring, always, the first step in factoring is to take out the greatest common factor. That's the first step, okay? So this is section 5.8, and I'm going to give you an example of section 5.8, okay? 5.8, okay? Example. Suppose you have 3x to the fourth minus 3x. Section 5.8 says to take out the greatest common factor. That's the first step. So this equals to, we're going to take out the greatest common factor, which is 3x. 3x times x to the third minus 1. Okay, so now that you took out the greatest common factor, you look at the remaining polynomial. And the remaining polynomial in this case is a binomial. And we can recognize that it is a difference of cubes. So section 5.8 says once you take out the greatest common factor, this is the greatest common factor, the GCF, greatest common factor. And this is the remaining polynomial, which is a binomial. This is a binomial, look. Binomial. Okay. And so now you just try to factor the binomial, the difference of cubes. That's all section 5.8 is saying. Okay, so I'm going to factor the difference of cubes. Okay, so this equals to 3x times a binomial times a trinomial. Okay. In my video, I show you how to factor the difference of cubes. Okay, you got to go back to the video. Because the binomial is a difference, okay? The first factor is a difference. Because the first factor is a difference, the first sign in the second factor is a sum, the opposite. And the last sign is always a plus. There you go. Those are the signs. You have to go back to the video that I gave, okay? Now, the binomial here, this factor, comes from the original problem, the original difference of cubes. Look at the first term. And so you ask, what's being cubed in the first term in the binomial? X. And then what's being cubed in the second term in the binomial? 1. The trinomial is you go to the left, which is the binomial, and you look at the first term and you square it, x squared. The last term is the second term and you square it, 1. The middle term, you multiply x times 1, which is x. So now we have factored the difference of cubes. Now we have factored this, guys. Okay? You need to go back and practice. You need to recognize, okay? If you cannot recognize, then you're going to have a hard time factoring. This is all section 5.8 is saying. 5.8, the first step, the greatest common factor. The second step, look at the remaining polynomial. If it's a binomial, you hope it is a difference of squares, a sum of squares, a difference of squares, a sum of cubes, a difference of cubes. We cannot factor the sum of squares. Let me say that. Let me just say that. Here is another example. Another example, guys. Example. This one is on page 435. Page 435, self-check number 1. Self check 1. Page 435. This is what it says. It says 30 a squared b cubed c minus 27 a b cubed c plus 6 b cubed c. This comes from section 5.8. In section 5.8 now gives us a strategy on how to factor this one. What's the first step, or what is the first step in the strategy? They're saying take out the greatest common factor. Okay, well, what is the greatest common factor here? The greatest common factor is 3, a b cubed, and a c. I'm going to take that out, okay? A 3 comes out, a b cubed, and a c. And look at the remaining polynomial within parentheses, okay? 3 times what gives you 30? 10. And then a squared, because the b cubed c you took out, a squared. Okay. 3 times what gives you negative 27? Negative 9. A, because the b cubed c you took out. And 3 times what gives you 6? 2. There you go. So now that you took out the greatest common factor, now section 5.8 says, now look at the remaining polynomial. So this is the greatest common factor right there. This is the GCF. I can't write a G. Let me write a GCF. This is the GCF. And look at this. This is the remaining polynomial. Section 5.8 says, look at it and figure out how many terms. If it's 2 terms, well then, you know how to factor the difference of cubes, the sum of cubes, the difference of squares. Okay, so if it's a binomial, you look for those. In this case, it's a trinomial. So this is a trinomial. Okay, well, let's try to factor the trinomial. To factor the trinomial, everybody knows that it's the product of 2 binomials. So let me write down the GCF first. 3b cubed c times 2 binomials. There you go. Now look at first. First is 10a squared, okay? Well, then that's going to be 5a times 2a. Okay. Look at last. Last is 2. Okay. I'm going to say this is 2, and this is a 1. And look at the middle term. The middle term is negative, so they're both negative. They are both negative. So this is a minus, and that's a minus. And now I'm going to check. Let's check first. 5a times 2a is 10a squared. Got it. Look at last. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Got it. Look at outer. Outer is 5a times negative 1. That's negative 5a. Inner is negative 2 times 2a is negative 4a. So negative 5a plus negative 4a is negative 9a. Okay, so we factor the trinomial. Excellent. That is all section 5a is saying. Okay? All right. Okay, so hopefully this helps, okay? Take care.